good, y'all? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're doing another reaction type of video. And yes, you guys really seem to enjoy these reactions. And on this video, we're looking at another article. Shout out to John Poole for writing this. Not Jordan Poole, John Poole. Hey, I know y'all thought. But anyways, John Poole from Detroit Jock City from Fansided. I appreciate this article. Cool article, right? So I really haven't looked too much into this at all. But basically, the title is One Offseason Move Made the Detroit Lions a Playoff Team. So apparently they believe, or at least John believes here, that Lions made one move this offseason that made them a playoff team. So from 6-10 to playoffs. I'm interested to hear what he has to say, so let's get right into the article. Let's read the bold print, okay? Detroit Lions team has a lot of work to do before being in the playoff contention conversation in 2019. After really digging and rewatching the games for the third time, he's putting in work, all right? My guy put in work here. Two major issues were keeping the Lions from having the season they wanted. Jim Bob Cooter and Matthew Stafford. Dang, he's really going to go on my guy like Matthew Stafford like that. You better not, bro, because I'm ready. For Stafford, it was finally reported by Mike O'Hara from DetroitLions.com on his podcast that Stafford was dealing with broken bones in his back. That was a problem. So, okay, I appreciate you for actually saying that, okay? Though according to the pod, this didn't happen until week 13. The Detroit Lions franchise quarterback was having very disappointing season from the jump, though. Leaving Detroit Lions confused about Stafford's performance last season. Okay, I'm not really confused about Stafford's performance. I didn't even want to think that there was a back injury. I just thought the whole offense was a mess and there was tons of injuries. But the back injury just kind of added on to it, right? Says Jim Bob Cooter, on the other hand, was broken way before last season. Get the roast, Jim Bob Cooter. I'm sorry, bro. He just came out blazing on you. He said he has never been able to figure out how to run the ball at this level, and his play calling was in the realm of the worst in the NFL. Want to hear a very that's not appropriate word quote about Jim Bob Cooter from the Jets? Darren Lee telling reporters after game one, Dave Burkett of the Detroit Free Press. Okay, and I think I remember this because you guys can remember after they got beat by the Jets. Like, we knew everything they were gonna do. That made us worried, right? This is what he says. We were calling out their plays as he was getting up to the line. We knew his signals. We knew everything. That's just preparation as a defense. It just seemed like we were in the head of the defense. We were in his head as a defense. I can't read, y'all. First of all, I can't read. And I'm trying to read fast, and that's what messing me up. There's a lot of pressure right now. If you guys can't feel that, there's a lot of pressure. But yeah, so basically, we had problems last season, and Jim Bob Cooter was a very, very big problem. And I remember this game because as obviously got smacked, and that's what all the Jets players were saying. They're like, hey, man, we knew what was coming. That's just not a good sign. That can't be a good sign, right? And then he says there seemed to be a little more on the line for the Detroit Lions this offseason. We are now getting into Bob Quinn's fourth season. And his Lions have yet to win a division or a playoff game. Yikes, okay? Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. All right, let's just say it like that. There has always been a fallback as to why it wouldn't be a fair move to move on from Quinn just yet. Whether it's because he hasn't had time to get his players, doesn't have his head coach, or just wait until his draft picks develop, Bob Quinn is just about out of excuses. Dang, so he went in to my guy Bob Quinn. And honestly, I think for Bob Quinn, if they had another terrible season, Bob Quinn really doesn't have a leg to stand on. I mean, the last thing I think you could blame it on is saying Stafford, and then it would be Stafford, right? That's all it could be at this point, right? I think if he came out and they were absolutely terrible, like ESPN says, the last guy you blame it on is Matthew Stafford, because you got all your coaches, you got your players. It's Stafford's fault at that point. That's all you can say, even though I don't agree with that. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens, but that's probably would be his last excuse. This is his roster now. He now has his head coach going into his second season, and his first set of draft picks are now going into their fourth and final season on the rookie contracts. Look, and he also brought in Darrell Bevell, like they're about to say right here, and he says his answer, what was the big move? The move there, depending on the most to finally get that division title or playoff for the Detroit Lions and save their jobs, his answer is Darrell Bevell. Okay, so that is what we came for. We wanted to hear that. Darrell Bevell's apparently the answer. With the addition of Darrell Bevell as the offense coordinator, along with other off-season acquisitions, I think it's acquisitions, okay? Accusations that's different. The Detroit Lions are playing with the best deck of cards they've held since Wayne Font's era. Oh, okay, coincidentally, last playoff win. I hope he's absolutely right with that. Let's quickly brush over some Bevell history. Why not? Let's take a look at what he has to say with a little bit of Bevell history, okay? So this stuff we kind of already knew about. Very, very interesting. Let's look at his conclusion. That's what I'm interested in. I had to pick a past offense that Bevell might try to implement a lot of the same schemes here. It would be the 2009 Minnesota Vikings. Stafford was more comparable to Favre than Wilson. Very true. And Bevel was the only quarterback coach for Favre in Green Bay. Whereas Minnesota, Bevel ran the show. Okay, good stuff. I like this so far. 2009 season also happens, and also happens to be Bevel's best year statistically as an offense coordinator. The Vikings ranked second in the NFL in total offense, 9th in rushing, and 10th in passing. That is great. We need that, Bevel. And honestly, overall, I do like this article. I like what he's having to say here. He says the answer is Darrell Bevell. I really hope it is. Let's read this last paragraph. I don't think it's much of a secret anymore that Detroit's defense is up to the challenge for a playoff run in 2019. Yeah! ESPN who, baby? That's what I've been saying, dog. If Quinn's last puzzle piece, Darrell Bevell, can fix an offense with talent and prove to be his best offseason move, I think there's a real shot at the NFC North and or a playoff win with a promising era of Detroit Lions football underway in Quinn and Patricia. Woo! Yeah, I know y'all are hype hearing that. That's what I like to hear. We buying in because this is the year. Facts. Darrell Bevell, you can just help us out a little bit. We got the talent on offense and defense and special teams. We have the genius in Matt Patricia. Bob Quinn, you got your guys, man. It's time to win. And there are no more excuses. I love this article. Great article. Shout out to John Poole for this article. Very good stuff. Don't look at Odell up there. Okay, I didn't know Odell was about that life. And anyways, this is the one off-season move the Lions have made that could put them in the playoffs, apparently, to John Poole. If you guys agree, let me know in the comments below. Appreciate y'all for stopping in. Make sure you guys go check out my other channel, Dose Gaming, because I put up a little skit over there. I know you guys enjoyed that. Thank you, for watching, and I'm out.